This video will guide builders in the correct construction of a Lysaght Living Collection skillion or flat roof structure, which is attached to a building using a receiver channel. BlueScope Lysaght have over 150 years in the building industry in Australia, making quality products which will give you years of service if installed and maintained correctly. Lysaght Living Collection is a series of home improvement products including carports, awnings, verandas and gazebos, both freestanding and attached with either pitched or flat roofs or a combination of both. Now we're going to look at the whole building sequence from beginning to end in time lapse so you can get a feel for the whole process. There are two construction methods, build top down or build from the ground up. This video describes the top down method. Our first consideration is worker safety. Write a safe work method statement and check the worksite conforms to the safe work practices in the Building Code of Australia, including personal protective equipment and working at height safety measures. An engineer or builder should certify that the existing building will take the additional load of the new structure. Here's a quick look at the tools you'll need to do the job. A hammer drill, screw gun with hex head bits, handheld grinder, cordless drivers, circular saw with a metal cutting blade, tin snips, spirit level, marker pens, broad nose vice grips, a measuring tape, hammer and a hacksaw. Using the bill of materials, lay out the parts received and check that all the required components have been delivered. There are two construction methods. This design uses a rear receiver channel to affix the new structure to the building. Use props and a set level, then mark out the outside dimensions where your receiver channel will be located on the wall using a tape measure. Drill holes in the receiver channel to coincide with the centre of each brick at the approximate spacing. Using the receiver channel as a template, drill holes in the wall, then fit the receiver channel using the recommended fixings into the brickwork. Drill holes beneath the ends of the receiver channel and affix the beam connectors to the brickwork using the recommended fixings. Cut the return beams to length and fit the connectors to the midpoint of the beams and fix into position. Always remember to peel off the protective coating. Set up and level your props at the correct height, which is measured from the underside of the head beam at the front of the new structure. Attach the return beams to the wall connectors and the connectors on the beam. Cut the head beam to the dimensions on the drawing. Fit the connectors to the head beam, then adjust the head beam on the props and recheck the fall from the house. Check the diagonals are equal and adjust if necessary. Measure the height of the posts from the slab to the underside of the beam. The top of the post is notched and the post connects to the inside face of the beam. The length of the post will vary depending on the slope of the slab. Cut each of the posts to those individual lengths. Referring to the drawings, mark the position of the posts onto the head beam. Plumb a line and using the post as a template, mark the locations of the posts onto the concrete slab. Fit the U-connector to the slab using screw anchors. Position the post into the U-connector and fix, ensuring the screws go through both the post and the U-connector. Then connect the notched end of the post to the head beam and post brackets and fix with bolts and Tek screws. Once this is complete, the props can be removed. Fit the intermediate purlin into the connectors and fix into position. This means that everything is complete except for the sheeting and the gutter and downpipe system. Install the foam roll inside the receiver channel using a dab of silicone to keep it in place. Silicone the top edge of the receiver channel. Turn up and turn down the pans in the flat deck to be laid using wide nose pliers. Be careful not to tear the corners and remember to remove the protective coating from the sheet when finished. Slide the sheet into the receiver channel. Wearing gloves, clip in and then slide the second sheet into position. Add the profiled foam inserts as you go along, using a bead of silicone to tack into place. Fix the end of the sheet to the rear receiver channel. check for square, then screw the gutter end of the first sheet to the head beam and to the intermediate purlin as you go along. Continue until all the sheets are fixed into position. Fix the receiver channel to the flat deck from below after all the foam and sheets are in place. Measure the distance between the return beams and cut your gutter to that length, allowing for the return beam brackets. Place the downpipe outlet on the bottom side of the gutter in the required position and mark the location and drill the hole. Fit the brackets to the gutter and then the whole beam with sufficient fall to suit the downpipe location. Once completed, fix the gutter to the roof sheeting using the gutter connectors. Measure and fit the barge flashings to the side beams. On completion, remove all foreign objects from all the surfaces. Once you rivet the safety sign onto the side of the beam, you're done. Let's revisit the whole sequence from beginning to end in time-lapse so you can picture the whole process. Although every job is going to be slightly different, basically that's how you build a Lysaght Living Collection skillion structure attached using a rear receiver channel.